What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome to our Daily Huddle episode number 20.
5 questions that you want to know and you want answers to. Tell me what your number one question is going to be.
Alright, so as you guys can actually see the title, yesterday I actually announced a massive news where you get to actually win a trip down to Vancouver, where I actually live, and actually spend a day with me, and we can do whatever you want, okay? You can have a full day of coaching, we can spend some time together, we can wine and dine, and this is actually going to be available to you if you actually sign up for the Rich Dad Summit, which is going to actually give you a raffle to actually get entered into our draw next week on Monday. And I'm again gonna pay for your flight, pay for your hotel, and you get to spend a full day with me. Now listen, this costs easily over $10,000 because I charge an arm and a leg just to do one-on-one consultations, okay? But today, you get a chance to actually win this for free. And all you gotta do is simply save your seat for the Rich Dad Summit. It's only $1, okay? It's only $1, and you'll find the link above this video or right below if you are on YouTube, all right? So don't miss out on that. Don't blame me and basically come and say that, Fred, I never knew about it, because I announced it yesterday. I'm talking to you about it today, and I also emailed you, if you are in my email list, about how you can actually win a chance to get a free trip to Vancouver and actually spend a full day with me. Put in the word excited into the comment box, or if you're on YouTube, put in the word excited if you guys are excited to actually come down and spend a day with me, and we can talk about business, we can talk about scaling, we can talk about anything you want. And again, I'm doing this just to inspire you guys to actually take action and really be at the Rich Dad Summit, because I would guarantee you this $1 is going to be the best investment you'll make, okay? You don't want to buy a can of soda, or you don't want to go buy a bag of chips. Now, not only are you going to get 16 hours of amazing training, guess what? You get a chance to actually get a free trip, paying for your flight, paying for your hotel, to be here with me, and we're going to spend a full day together. Awesome. I got a lot of people. Don Terrell said that I have my bags packed and ready to go. I just love that. I love to see you guys all excited about this. And again, we will announce the draw on Monday at our Daily Huddle. I'm going to actually get a box and put in all the names and basically just raffle right in front of you guys. So it is not something that I made in advance. Where you guys can actually see who that winner is going to be. So, moving on. Again, for those of you that have first joined us, this may be your first time joining us, put in a me into the comment box on YouTube, or put in a me right into the comment box on Facebook if this is the first time that you are joining us for our Daily Huddle. Listen, I've been doing this for now the 20th episode. So, I've been doing this almost every single day. Now, I did miss 2 days. Only because I was traveling and I got really sick, and I wasn't able to actually come on live. But again, like I said, every single day, Monday to Friday, I'm going to be on live to answer 5 burning questions that you may have that talks about your business, or you're stuck on something and you want some advice, and I'm simply just going to answer it in great details. Now, if you want your question to be featured, simply go to www.fredlamp.com/ask and make sure you actually submit your questions there to have it featured in our Daily Huddle. So with that being said, let's move on to our official Daily Huddle on the 5 questions that actually got brought up to me. Now, I can actually summarize this, and the 5 questions is really leading towards Facebook ads roller coaster. So again, I'll briefly talk about this when I'm answering the questions inside our Daily Huddle, but I'll be honest with you, sometimes when it comes to Facebook ads, it's a roller coaster, okay? You're not going to see a flat line or like this. You'll always basically see this happening. So you want to look for trends when you basically dissect your Facebook ads, or basically you may have some days that have lower sales, some days you have more. It's because when it comes to any form of advertising, it is always like this. It's a roller coaster. It's not like steadily going up or steadily on a flat line. That's the reality when it comes to ads, because there's so many variables involved. How Facebook serve people, who they serve it to, your ad creative, how the time of the day, the time of the week, or the day of the week, what is happening during the holiday. Everything has a lot of variable in play, so that's why your ads are always going to be fluctuating like that. Again, I'll go in great details in just a minute. So we have some newcomers. We got Rachel Bruns. We got Adi Daswati. That is actually new. RNG, I don't know how to pronounce your name properly, that you are actually new to our Daily Huddle. Well, welcome to our Daily Huddle, alright? Again, I'm looking at this side only because that's where my monitor is, and that's where I actually see the comments actually coming in. So, now before we actually begin the first question, if you're on Facebook, give me some love symbols. I want to see some love symbols coming through my screen right now so that I can actually see you guys are all excited and actually making sure that you guys are getting the best out of our Daily Huddle right now. So moving on. So the first question, I start seeing the love symbols coming in. Again, there is always a delay from my camera to the computer to broadcasting to you guys. I just don't know why. All right, moving on. The first question of today is by Trisha Belmont. Okay, Trisha said, question, I start using Pixabay for a client ad, which cleaned up a lot of errors. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm trying to sell $600 high-end kids bikes. After split testing, my numbers are good. Click-through rate is 4.82%. Awesome. Link CTR is 2.25% and CPM is $14. High video watches, link clicks, and landing page conversions at $10 a day. $20 didn't do as well, so I lowered it. No sales though, so I am just starting retargeting ads. Should I do a simple picture ad of an additional 10% off and take it to the landing page again, or direct to shopping cart? So, really great question, but here's the thing that I wanted to bring up to you, Trisha, that is very important for you to understand. You kind of gave me false data, telling me that the landing page conversions are high when you actually have not gotten a sale. So we have to factor that out right now. You still haven't gotten a sale, so you can't say or assume that the landing page conversion is very, very high. Now, I can see, though, that the market that you're going after, the audience that you're going after, are very interested on what you are selling. And I can see that based on your click-through rate, and also basically your, I would assume your cost per click is pretty low. If you're doing a link click-through rate of 2.25% and a CPM of $14, I would assume that your cost per click is going to be around 80 cents, 70 cents, around there. Just math on top of my head right now. So with that, you're basically advertising $10 a day right now, but you're selling a $600 bike. So you do not want to make an assumption that running an ad for a couple of days at $10 a piece can get you a sale right away. Because, to be honest with you, if you can actually run it for 5 days, spend $50 and make a $600 sale, you are God. Okay, you're golden. So you don't even have to worry about anything else. You just have to worry about scaling up. But the truth is, if you're selling a $600 bike, okay, you need a bigger budget to actually figure out if what the numbers are going to be in order for you to actually acquire a sale. And what I normally look at, if you're selling a $600 product, I would actually run ads. And if you're getting a click-through rate consistent of what you are getting right now, I would run the ad up to around the costs that the profit that I actually make. Because at $600, you're not going to make that entire $600. You got a cost of goods involved, and you may have to actually say it is going to be free shipping because you're selling a $600 product. I don't think any person that expect that they're paying a $600 product, they need to also pay for shipping, because that's a very, 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 very high amount. And $600 is really out of the norm. To be very upfront and honest with you, on average, Facebook average order value right out of the gate is around $50. But right now, you are like 12x of what the industry average is going to be at $600. So you need a lot more data points to tell you if that is going to actually convert for you or not. So let's say, again, let me assume things right now. Let me assume that your cost of goods for that bike it's going to be 50%. So for every $600 sale you make, you basically have to pay $300 to the supplier to actually fulfill that product, or you're buying at a wholesale. I don't know how you're handling it. So with that, you have $300 profit to actually play around with your ads. So to be very upfront and honest with you, you have to actually spend that full $300 to really identify if you are going to actually break even or if you are going to actually get a sale or not. Because if you basically have good click-through rate and you're selling a $600 bike and you already run $300, at the end of the day, the next click may also generate a sale for you. So I normally do 2x of my profit, okay, not including the ad costs. I would actually do 2x. So in this case, I would run the ad up to $600 in order to see if I actually get a sale or not. And yes, you may say, well, that's a lot of money. Well, you're selling a high-end product, and when you sell a high-end product, you definitely need a lot more data and a longer data points to actually distinguish if that product's going to sell or not. Now, it is very wise for you that you are thinking about running retargeting. It is super important if you are selling a high-ticket product. Even if you're not selling a high-ticket product, you still want to have retargeting in place. Now, based on what you're asking, should you be offering 10% off and direct the person back to the landing page or direct to the shopping cart? That's a very great question that you ask. Now, you have to first identify the customer journey first. So when the person actually click on your ad, they go to your landing page, okay? When they go to your landing page, they may add to cart. When they go add to cart, they're brought to the cart page to review the product. And then they click checkout. Then at that point, they're asked to put in their customer detail. So your journey is going from a landing page, a cart page, a checkout page, and ultimately the thank you page because they have actually purchased from you. So you basically have 4 steps in your customer journey, okay? Step number 1 is going to be the page that people actually went to the landing page, but they didn't move forward. And with retargeting, it is very important to actually drive them back to where they have left off, okay? So in your case, if you say that the person actually went to your landing page and you want to retarget them, you don't want to retarget them back to the carts. You want to retarget them back to the actual landing page, all right? So in this case, in your ad, you may actually give away a 10% coupon code right into the ad, and when they click on it, it goes back to the landing page. They got to select whatever variants or selection that you have, and then they go to the cart where they actually fill out the discount coupon and moving forward from there. Now, again, because you're selling such a high-ticket product, you have 4 steps in place. So now that you got this covered, you got the landing page covered, you have basically now the add to cart. There's going to be a lot of people that will actually leave the carts only because for some odd reason. At that cart level, if they left the cart, okay, did not go to checkout, they left the cart, then again, you want to then direct them back right to the cart at the same time, okay? Now, for checkout, it's pretty hard for you to actually, because of all the dynamic URLs and everything in place, you can't really do a checkout. But you already offered a 10%, so I would offer to actually go back to the cart because of all the cookies and everything. So if you're going back to the cart, it should be fine, okay? Ultimately, at the end of the day, you still have the thank you page. Now, here's the important part. When you're running a retargeting, you want to make sure that you run an exclusion so that any person that actually bought it without a discount or with a discount, they're not seeing your 10% ad anymore, or else you are going to actually cause, well, you're not going to cause a lot of trouble. You are going to be asked for a lot of trouble because people are just going to say, what on earth is happening? I just bought your product. Now I'm served a 10% off ad. That is not what you want, okay? Very important that you want to make sure that you have exclusions, okay? So I really hope that helps you out. And again, you want to look at where they are at their customer journey and then direct them back to where they left off, okay? Very important. So moving on to Winnie Pang. Winnie said that started a $5 ad. Great. First day, definitely no sales, which is typical. Second day, most sales day, like 3 to 5 in one day. Awesome. So you make your money back, you're making profit. Third day to 5th day, so it's going over the weekend too. So day 3, day 4, day 5, definitely no sales. And then day 6, back to Monday, 1 sale. 7th onward, 1 sale on and off. Ad slowly dies off. It happens to most of my ad. Why is this the main reason causing this unstable sale? Great question that you brought out. And based on the math, I'm not sure what your selling is, and based on what I see, you should be breaking even right now. So why are you getting a sale, no sale, sale, no sale? Again, just like I said earlier, it's a roller coaster when it comes to ads, okay? So what you want to do is find the average. Now that you have run the ads for more than 7 days and you've been getting sales, you want to basically look at the average of what your cost per purchase is. And if your cost per purchase is breaking even, then that gives you the light of the tunnel where you can actually create a landing page, create upsells to actually maximize your AOV. Now, why does it cost this roller coaster? Like I said, it affects based on the time of the day, based on the day of the week, it based on seasonality, it based on behaviors, it's based off of a lot of things. So let's say for an example, if I actually have, let's say you're going after, I'm just making an example. Let's say that we're going after Robert Kiyosaki as the targeting, okay? This is one of my favorite books, by the way, the first book I ever actually finished reading. So let's say you go after Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. Now, I express interest in Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. You may express interest in Robert Kiyosaki, but your behavior online is very different than me. Although Facebook still put me and you and I, into the same pool, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be all 100% the same because each person is unique. So what happens is that when you're going after such an audience size, Facebook only goes segments at a time. They can't go to the entire audience unless if your budget is massive. Now you're only doing like $5 a day, so you're only having like a tiny portion of the audience within the audience that you're going after. So with that being said, sometimes you're going like maybe 1% of the audience is doing well, and then it's starting to actually exhaust, and Facebook moves to another 1%. So Facebook keeps finding audience within your audience. So, and at the end of the day, previous audience may already be exhaust because they already seen your ad, and Facebook's trying to figure out who you basically should be targeting and who the best person is going to be. Now, when you actually hit, okay, 25 to 50 sales, that's when the steadiness will actually come at play, because now Facebook has so much more data. They can have more data to identify who your customer's really going to be, and then at that point your ads will be more stable. Okay, when it comes to sales. So in the beginning, Facebook, again, it's a roller coaster because they're trying to figure things out. They're trying to figure out within your audience who those people are, who are the ones that will most likely respond, and they're going to test like different segment of things. But like I said, you want to run back the average on the lifetime that you have been running the ad or the last couple days to see if you're breaking even, because that's going to be the key. And your job is to focus on increasing the average order value so that you can continue to basically make profit while Facebook is still figuring things out, okay? So I hope that really helps you out, okay? Moving forward to the third question is by Yana Palsiva. Yeah. I'm so good with names today. That's great. Okay. Hello, Fred. What do you think of a new Shopify product kit which helps to manage social media channels and is directly connected to Shopify store? After having heard your daily huddles, I am afraid to spend much more money for testing. Would you recommend Kit like a reliable managing tool for new Shopify store? Thanks for your reply. Have a great day, Yana. So, Yana, here's the answer to your question and the truth. I don't use Shopify Kit. I never use Shopify Kit, so I'm not in the position of answering that. Now, if any of you that are watching this right now, tell me your experience down into the comment box and right into YouTube. If you have used Shopify Kit, what is your feedback and what results have you been getting? I'll be honest with you, I don't know, because I want to have things in my control rather than on someone else's control that doesn't understand my business as much as I do, and knowing my audience as much as I do. So again, I don't know. I've never used Shopify Kit, and I'm not in the position of basically giving you my feedback. But again, Write in the comments below if you guys can tell me if you have been using one. Tell me your feedbacks and what you guys have been getting. What are the results? That would be awesome so I can actually see myself. All right. So again, for me, the reason why I may not, I won't even use like Shopify Kit and everything, again, is because I want control. Because it's spending your money. It's basically using your presence. So why would you want to give a control to someone when you are still starting out and you got to figure out what is happening and experiencing it first? Because you need to know exactly how. It's kind of like a pilot, right? There's like the planes right nowadays are on autopilot, but at the end of the day, the pilot still needs to know how to drive a plane or how to basically run a plane. If there's any knock on wood emergency, they know how to actually handle it. They understand the process. They can actually see what may go wrong with the autopilot. So I would assume that that's what Shopify Kit does. It basically does your stuff more automated and helping advertise on your behalf. So Robert Smith said that don't use Kit, it doesn't optimize correctly, all right? So I know that Robert is a pretty savvy Facebook advertiser now. He's actually one of our members inside Zero Up and have been making tremendous comments and helping people out inside our community. So I would expect that Robert have really tested it out. But again, I don't know. I'm not in the position of answering that question, so I would love to answer it, but the truth is I don't know. But again, if I were you, it may be something that I would look at in the future because you still need to understand the process and what is happening and experiencing it yourself so that, knock on wood, if the automation actually messed up, you can actually fix it and you know what is going on. All right? So very important stuff. Just my quick 2 cents to you. All right? Moving on to the fourth question by An. An said, how do I win a dispute with my bank if the customer received their package but claimed that they never received an item even though it shows on USPS tracking site that it's delivered in their inbox? Really great question, Anne. So what you wanted to do is the following. This is basically for those of you that are fighting what we call disputes or chargebacks, okay? Now, the brutal truth is that all credit card companies are going to actually always side on the favor of the buyer and not the seller, okay? It is shitty, and I have to use the word shitty only because I am an entrepreneur, and at the end of the day, it is a shitty thing. Like, I don't get why these credit card companies doesn't go on the seller side when the sellers are actually making sure that there are trades happening back and forth, and that they are the ones that are making this credit card money, not the customer. So anyways, you got to know that first. Now, how you handle it is very important, okay? I win a lot of my disputes. I win a lot of my chargebacks. And there's a particular process that I have in place. Number one, tracking number, which you already have, and showcasing that the customer have received it. This is a super important piece of data. Number two, is basically the IP address of the customer that bought your product. Is it around where they live? Number two is the AVS match. So you got to make sure that the address verification is matching, okay? Credit card companies can be an anal. If they said that, well, the credit card went through, but the address does not match the credit card that's on file. So they will favor, again, the buyer. Very important. So you want to have AVS match in place. And number four is any email communications that you have with your customers. So these are the four critical information that we submit to our bank. And at that point, it's up to the bank to decide what they wanted to do with it. But as a seller and as an entrepreneur and as a small business owner, that's everything that you can do. There's nothing else you can do, but providing these information, especially the tracking, the AVS match, the IP, it will help you drastically on winning those disputes and winning those chargebacks, all right? So I hope that really helps you out. Okie doke. So moving on to the last question, and oh my god, this guy said, hi Fred, I know you have a difficult time pronouncing names, so have a blast with mine. Thank you. I know, you guys just love to actually abuse me. All right. I don't know how to pronounce this name, so again, I'm going to have some fun with it, and I'll try my best to pronounce it properly. It is Konstantinos All right, I think I got that right. Konstantinos Megalokonomou. Man, I don't know what language I'm actually talking about. So it's Konstantinos. I got actually your first name right. Your last name is Megalokonomou. I don't know. I apologize if I actually pronounced it incorrectly, but you told me to have some fun with it, so I guess that's what it is. So I'll just call you Con. All right. Con said that I have a Shopify store and I'm thinking about installing Pixelbait, which you should. I get the general idea of it, but can you explain a little bit more how you should use it for targeting, not retargeting? Is it best to practice to target lookalikes? Thanks, and keep doing what you're doing. So, Konstantinos, so one thing about Pixelbait is that it doesn't help with your targeting. What it does is that it creates a custom purchase conversion based on the products in your Shopify store. So when you are telling Facebook to optimize your ad, it is not optimizing based on the purchase of everything in your store. It is particularly and specifically to that one product or a set of products that you have told Facebook to optimize off of, okay? That's what it is. Now, if you don't have a lot of data right out of the gate, you can't even run lookalikes. I'm not sure where you're at in your e-commerce venture, okay? Or what stages you're at. But if you're new, you will not have such things as lookalikes right away. So you can't be really testing lookalike right out of the gate. What you want to start testing is basically the flex targeting and also the precise targeting right out the bat. Have around under 500K audience size to figure out your niche, figure out your product before you move on to get bigger audience sizes in place, all right? So most importantly, get your feet wet, and Pixelbait is basically created to help Facebook be smarter on optimizing based on not the entire, on all the purchases on your store, but a particular product that you specifically created an ad for inside Facebook, and that's what it does, all right? So I hope that helps you out and answer your question correctly, all right? So, put in the word wow into the comment box if you guys love our daily huddle today. Today is actually our 20th episode. I can't believe that I actually did this for how many months? 5 months now. Is it 5 months? No, not 5 months. I'm not doing it a week. I'm doing it on a daily basis. So I've been doing this for almost a month now. It is a month. Oh, it is a month. So 5 days a week. Yeah, that's right. It is a month. And I got someone that gave me an angry face for some reason. I would love to know why you're pissed off. I don't know what pissed you off. But at the end of the day, if you're pissed off, then all I can say is so long. All right? That's all I can say, because I'm just here to actually spend my time to help people not like you, people that are angry, people that love our daily huddle, to really help you guys and get you guys unstuck, and that's what I wanted to do. All right? Other than that, listen, okay? Again, before I basically go off and have dinner, very important, I just announced yesterday how you can actually win a trip to Vancouver, where, again, I pay for your flight, pay for your hotel, and we spend a day, and you get a one-on-one consultation, a full day with me, all right? If you would love that, put in the word me right into the comment box and right into YouTube on the chat box so I can explain a little bit more again on how you can actually win a trip to Vancouver, okay? I'll pay for a flight, I'll pay for your hotel, and have a full day with me. You can do whatever you want with me. Abuse me. No, don't abuse me. Be nice to me. We can actually have a full day together to actually work on your business and do whatever you want, and maybe scale your business, or you have a business idea that you want to bring up to me, or you want me to dissect your Facebook ads or your Google ads. We can do all of that, all right? And we'll have some fun together at the same time. So I got a lot of people saying me right now. So here's the deal. A lot of you guys have already done this. And for those of you that have not, in order for you to actually enter for a raffle to get a full day with me and have your hotel and flight paid for, the first thing you gotta do is simply go to the link above this video on Facebook and right below on YouTube. There's the link where you can actually sign up for the Rich Dad Summit. It's only $1. and you are going to learn directly from Robert Kiyosaki himself, the best-selling author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and also his network of industry titans that talks about real estate, Bitcoin, stock, entrepreneurship, anything that you can think of that you absolutely need, and things that you won't learn in school, in college, or university. Okay, and if you want to escape the rat race, invest this $1. Then what's going to happen is that I'm going to basically find out from their team who basically signed up, and I'm going to basically put all the names inside a box. I imagine this is a imaginary box right now. I don't have the box. I'll make the box. I'll do some crafting. So if you love crafting, I should do a video on how I'm going to make this box. If you guys want, it'll be like a really ugly box. And then I'll do a raffle on Monday, okay? This upcoming Monday, which is going to be December 11th, I believe. Yeah, on December 11th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, in our daily huddle and during our announcement of our Kickstart 500, I'll do a raffle, and I will just randomly pick a person, and that person who basically, again, bought their seat and bought their ticket for the Rich Dad Summit will get a one-day trip to Vancouver, and we're going to spend a full day together. I'm going to pay for your flight, pay for your hotel, spend a day together. You can have a full day of me, personal coaching, and do one-on-ones. Listen, I charge an arm and a leg just for actually a one-day consultation with me, but I'm going to give this away because I want to inspire you guys to actually move the first step to actually learn more about money, because there's a lot more about money than what is this piece of paper right here, okay? You gotta master that if you really wanna be successful online. All right, again, link is above this video and right below on YouTube. Sign up, make sure you save your seat. And then again, on Monday, I will pull up the raffle, and I hope to actually meet you in person. And obviously, we're going to do some videos together and bring you around Vancouver, and I can drive you around, so it'll be very, very, very much fun. All right. Other than that, listen, that's it for today's Daily Huddle. So if you guys want more questions answered, simply go to www.fredlam.com/ask, and every day I'll be answering 5 questions. Okay, I'll be answering as much in great detail as possible so that I can help you get your business pushing forward. Other than that, like I always say, keep hustling, go, go, go. You got to take action in order to actually turn your business into reality. There's no such things as dreaming or thinking about it. It's basically not saying you should do it, you must do it. That's what you want to do, all right? Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Bye now.